Dude, I love like I'm just honestly I'm loving how Marvel Rivals is kind of just like full on embracing making like women in games attractive again. I'm not gonna lie. It's so interesting to me how like they're doing it and everybody it seems like everybody is like embracing it. Like I don't know, everybody's like freaking out about it because we're so adjusted, I'm gonna say, to like women not being like this in games anymore. You know, I mean, we've all seen it. Like what was it? Like Aloy in, I looked this up the other day. Yeah, here we go. I was talking to one of my friends about it. Like, we've all seen the picture of like Aloy and like, I think that's how you say her name, in Horizon Zero Dawn versus Forbidden West. I'm sorry. Or like, I think we've all seen the other. I mean, really, just like describing this one. I mean, dude, like you look at her, you know, she's a little. Maybe it's just camera perspective, but it looks like it's from about the same angle. They like changed her face for some reason. Like or not her face, but they changed the facial shape. I guess I should say. You know, but like I think this one shows it best. You know, she's definitely aged a little bit. She's got like a rounder jawline. You know, someone's got thicker eyebrows for some odd reason. Like, I don't know. It's like it's on. It's kind of like they took the original and then just for whatever reason made her like, I don't know. She's just in like her fat girl era. I'm just gonna say it. She's in her fat girl era. Yeah. So like, it's so interesting seeing the way people are like reacting to finally having like attractive women back in games. It's so strange to me, man. I mean, you. I completely forgot this was the tweet that I liked. Oh my god, real. Sue Storm and Marvel. I saw this tweet the other day about like um what's it called? I saw this tweet the other day about like the body model I guess that they used, and she was also the body model for Psylocke, and people have been losing it about Psylocke, man, for I mean good reason. She's got some decent assets back there. Emphasis on the first part of assets. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying things. Just saying things. That's all, folks. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying a couple things. I mean, great things, really. Sue Storm gets announced for Marvel Rivals, and everyone on the internet turns into Namor. But see, like, this is how you generate. See, man, here's my thing, right? So, for context, Namor is like completely obsessed with Sue. Don't quote me, but I thought there was actually a comic where he assaults her. Like he has like an obsession with Sue. I mean, fucking for good reason, brother. Like, let's, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, like, let's get serious here, you know? I mean, I'm just saying, if I saw a lady like that, you know, I'm not gonna fucking chase after her and like creep her out, but you know, I definitely, she'd be on my mind quite a bit. I'd be like, whoa, what's up, shorty? Just, trying to get at you. No, no pressure, no pressure. But if you're available, you know I'm available. Freaking no, yeah. I mean, dude, but like that's the thing. Like that's how you get people into your game, dude. Is like you like make us interested in the characters. Who gives a fuck if it's sexually? Who gives a hell? You know, like who gives a damn if it's freaking, you know, anything? Like who cares how you do it? All right. If the characters are assholes, if the characters are mad attractive, if the characters freaking have great stories, you know, it doesn't really matter how you do it. I mean, everybody forgets, like Overwatch, I think is a perfect example and really just like the biggest culprit of it. I mean, you know, you look at like Overwatch, everybody was obsessed with when Overwatch came out because Overwatch was a great game, super fun. But what was the biggest thing about Overwatch back when it first released? The porn. The porn. Maybe I'm not saying that loud enough. The porn. Okay, the sexual content of Overwatch, of the women in Overwatch. Anybody remember Tracer on release? Widowmaker? I don't even think they've ever nerfed Widowmaker. I know they nerfed Tracer. So anyways, so a lot of people like forget that, man, and I'm not really sure why, you know? It's like that was the biggest fascination with Overwatch at the time. They made attractive female models that got everybody was into in the game. I mean, there was like a pose in Overwatch. Didn't they end up getting like sued for the pose or something like that? Hold on. Blizzard is removing a sexualized pose. Here it is. removing a sexualized pose from Overwatch, citing player feedback. Anyways, but yeah, man, like they straight up got rid of like this pose. You know what I mean? And now here we are with Marvel, and they're doing it, and it's generating a lot of interest, like in the game. I mean, okay, so here's the skin for Sue. This is the new skin for her. That's gonna be there on release. Pretty sure this is Sue. Yeah, this is Sue. Anyways, this is the skin for Sue that's gonna be there on release. You know, and everybody is like actively losing it. Okay, here we go. This is actually an interesting one that like is also kind of a like an interesting tidbit like that adds to the discussion. For the girlies that are addicted to Marvel rivals like me, so I don't know if it's just me, but this new Gunnar skin they are releasing along with the new character along with the new character Sue Storm is so ugly to me. Her default is so much prettier. I agree. I'll agree with you on that. Like I think her like I mean this is like obviously a gothic kind of like dommy mommy like freaking I don't know. It gives me like dominatrix vibes. There it is. It gives me like dominatrix vibes, you know? And like I'm not into that personally, but whoever is, more power to you. I think her OG skin like looks a lot better. Her default is so much prettier. And no, I am not trying to say that showing the curves of women in game is always a bad thing. I think Psylocke's skin is very pretty too, even though it's Gunnar material. Very true. If done tastefully, I think they're very cute. But if her ass and legs were covered, I bet you no one would be buying the skin. Very disappointed, to be honest. I mean, maybe you're right, but at the end of the day, you know, like this is all hypothetical. Would anybody be buying the skin? I wouldn't go so far as to say nobody would buy the skin. I think it wouldn't receive so much hype. I'll get with you on that. Like, I'll agree with you there. I don't think that nobody would buy the skin because people rushed to buy the Psylocke skin. You know, then again, her legs are also showing. I mean, what's a better example? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, there are just female, like, there are, like, Cloak and Dagger. I mean, her OG skin, like, people are still gooning over that. And her legs are closed. Like, her legs are closed. That's funny. Her legs are covered, is what I meant to say. My apologies. But, like, her legs are covered. Or, like, I don't know. It's hard to think, really. It's hard to think because there's a lot of female character. Oh, well, I guess Squirrel Girl, her legs aren't necessarily covered, you know, but she's also not wearing, like, super revealing clothes. She's just wearing shorts. You know, but again, I mean, when the game first came out, everybody was like, oh my God, Squirrel Girl's so thick. Oh my God. Like losing their minds. So I don't know if I'd necessarily agree that just because she's revealing that people are going like that people are going to buy this skin in mass because they were already doing that for other skins in the game, you know, but I will agree that I think her default skin's much prettier. I'm into blondes, brother. So that's just me. That's always, you know, how I feel. I'm into the blood, ladies. I love the bloods. So Tim like reacted to the skins earlier today. Like there's a new skin for Sue. Like I mean they're releasing Sue and she's got skins on release. Here it is. Here it is. The boys were going crazy. All right. Hold on.
Buddy. Yeah, are you looking at the video? Are you looking at the video? Yeah, right, buddy. There ain't no way they made her like that.
Voluptuous was what he was gonna say. Voluptuous was what he was gonna say.
Hey, buddy. I'm assuming, actually, the more I think about it, bro, high key. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta be trolling, right?
Bro, that's 2 gallons of ice cream in with the... Oh my God.
Yo, Nashot just straight up like lost his mind there. Like he actually just full on disconnected and didn't even finish the sentence. He was just so distracted. Like just completely out of it. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, like, hold on. I'll let him continue.
Here we go, yeah! Like, yeah, right!
Vortex field. Psionic surge.
Jesus Christ.
I got news for y'all, bro. They're releasing skins like this. Overwatch is cooked, my boy.
No, and Nate's kind of, not Nate, I'm sorry. Tim is right there, bro. Like, if they're releasing what the community wants, Gunnar material or not, you're always going to get a better response, you know, than another game that doesn't. And Overwatch, unfortunately, is just not releasing skins that people want. They keep releasing skins for, like, a select few characters. Like, Venture didn't receive a skin until, like, what, 6 months after the release? You know, which is just ridiculous, man. It just doesn't even, I don't know. And I don't think Venture was even that popular of a character. So, from a financial aspect, I guess it makes sense. You want to invest in your best like product. Anyways, so you see things like that, and I just think like, Marvel Rivals kind of adding skins like that, definitely paints a picture on attractive women in games. Like, why did it just disappear? It fell so hard off of a cliff, a while ago, 2 years ago, about a decade ago, I'd say. Like, it just fell so hard off of a cliff and nobody like said anything.